Hello and welcome back to another nature edition of Maddie's Rap with your favorite author and storyteller, Matt D. Talford. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. You know how I feel about you. Welcome back, baby. So let me just take a couple of moments today and share with you guys a story that ultimately is a practical application of checking your vibrational emotional frequency. What frequency are you vibrating at? You guys that come to all of my live streams, and you guys that watch the videos on demand with me and watch the premieres and such, you know that I'm always beating up this I'm harping on this vibrational frequency emotional scale, the one that you see on the screen right now. And I'm always talking about vibrate high, check your vibrations, check your vibrational frequency. The frequency at which you are vibrating is also the same frequency at which you're going to attract. If you are in a low vibrational frequency, you are going to continue to attract things that keep you in that low vibrational frequency. If you're in a high vibrational emotional state, you're going to continue to attract things that are high vibrational and that are going to keep you in that state. In other words, if you're vibrating at the emotional frequency of joy, you're going to continue to attract things that keep you in the state of joy. What do I always say? The universe responds to what you tell it. When you are in this low, apathetic or sad or grief type of energy, and you are not intentional about raising your frequency level, raising your emotional vibrational frequency level, you are telling the universe to continue to send you things that'll keep you in that vibration. Why? You're telling the universe, hey, I like me in here, so send me more things that are going to keep me here. So let me give that to you in practice now. A couple days ago, I had a taste for cupcakes. You know, it was a self-care day for me. I told you guys that have been watching me for a while, especially those that have watched at the around the beginning of the year, beginning of calendar year 2024. I told you that my only resolution is to be intentional about self-care, to be intentional about self-care. And by the way, I did a video that talks about how your 8th house is the energy that you best do self-care in. So in other words, a lot of people can do a lot of things that say, oh, I'm doing self-care by doing this or whatever. Or actually, let me take a step back. I didn't say that is the energy that you use for self-care. I said that is the energy that you use to recharge and regenerate, okay? How do you restore yourself? How do you renew yourself? Look in your 8th house. All right, if you want to check that video out, it'll be a link in the description box below. So anyway, my 8th house happens to be in Taurus. Taurus is the sign of self-care, among other things. And so I made it a point at the beginning of the year to say, hey, I'm going to be very intentional about giving Matthew some of the love that I give to everybody else. And those of you who know me and those that are close to me, those of you who worked, if you've ever worked with me, if you ever known me, family, friends, you guys know that I love pouring into my family and friends. I do. I give so much love. And this year I said I'm going to be intentional about giving some of that back to me. So y'all know what I do. I take you all the way around the block to get you to the house next door. So let me bring you to the house next door now. Back to what I did for self-care a couple days ago. I said, you know what? I'm not going to do anything today. I'm just going to chill. I'm not going to study. I'm not going to create any content. I'm not going to do any type of work today. I'm just going to chill. And so, you know, I got up, I did a little bit of yoga, did some stretching, and, you know, things that make me feel good. I chilled out, I woke up, you know, took the dog out, whatever, came back, took another nap. And so y'all, I apologize. I am shooting outside at the back of a parking lot, and I didn't know that there was going to be a loud pipe there. But I'm just going to deal with it, okay? Because I'm keeping my frequency high. So let me get back to the story. So anyway, as a part of that day, I said, you know what? I had a taste for cupcakes. Now, I have been slowly weaning myself off of sweets, and actually, I don't really care for them that much. But on that particular day, I said they're running a cupcake special at my favorite cupcake bakery, and let me go over there and just get me a couple of cupcakes, man. I'm doing self-care today, and you know what? I want a cupcake and a nice cup of coffee. So I threw the coffee on in the pot, and I was like, I'll be right back. Let me run and go grab this, whatever. And so I go to my cupcake spot, get out of the car, I'm happy. I'm about to get me some cupcakes, man. I'm hoping they got my favorite one there, which is the banana pudding cupcake, and they didn't have any. That's what I went there for. And I didn't want to call them, because if I had called them and they told me they didn't have any banana pudding cupcakes, I'd have been mad, and I'd have been like, nah, I'm not going now. So I was like, let me just get out of this house and go get me some cupcakes, and hopefully they'll have my banana pudding cupcakes. I go there, and they don't have any banana pudding cupcakes, but that's not the point. I go inside, and there's only one other person in there. And this lady, she's in front of me, and she is like asking all these questions, and she's just taking all this time. And I'm like, ugh, to myself, thinking to myself, and I'm like, wait a minute, Matt, that's not the right attitude. You don't have anywhere to be today. That's not cool, man. And so then I immediately checked my emotions and saw that my internal emotions were in the wrong state. My mother used to always say this when I and my siblings were children. Your attitude determines your altitude, okay? The fact that I'm telling y'all that now says that it's stuck, okay? That, among other lessons, it's stuck, okay? So let me finish this up, because the iPhone, I don't want it. It's in direct sunlight. It might shut off. I don't want it to shut off, so let me stay with this, okay? So let me wrap this video up. So what I did is I changed my attitude, and I said, you know what, man? She has as much right to be here and take as much time as she wants to, because she was here first. So I'm just going to chill. I'm good. And immediately after I said that internally and shifted my energy, I wouldn't say it was 5 seconds, 10 seconds later, she turned around and she noticed me. She said, I'm sorry I'm taking so long. She said, do you know what you want? I said, ma'am, I don't mind waiting. I said, it's cool. I said, take your time. There's only 2 of us in here, and I don't have any place to be. She said, no, please. If you know what you want, she said, go ahead, because I might be here all day. I don't know what I want. And I said, okay, fine. I'm only going to get like 4 cupcakes and then take them home or whatever. 4. Okay, don't judge. Don't judge, all right? Maybe I'm sharing them with somebody. Don't judge, all right? Anyway, so I go up to the front and order my cupcakes, and then I turn around looking, and I said, don't I know you from somewhere? She said, maybe. I said, I think we used to be at the same yoga studio together. She said, yeah. And she said, I don't do it anymore. And I said, I don't belong to that studio anymore either. I said, but I do remember you from being in class. And I said, you're always friendly and always had a nice smile. And, you know, she said, I remember you too. And it turned out to be pleasant, turned out to be great. And so after that, I'm on the way to pay. And, you know, she says, I heard you mention that the cupcakes are $2. I said, yeah, they do $2 Tuesdays at this spot. And I said, it's the only day I come when I want cupcakes is on Tuesday. I said, because, you know, $2 is a great deal. And so the girl who works there says, if you like Tuesdays, you're going to love Thursdays. And I said, what happens on Thursday? And she says to me, our cookies, these big cookies that we bake here, are $1 on Thursday. And I'm like, wow, well, I guess I'm coming back on Thursday, Pilgrim. So I say all of that to say, I shifted my energy, and it turned out to be a beautiful outcome. If I'm in there with an attitude, this lady's not talking to me, and then she doesn't hear me say anything about the $2 Tuesday, and then she doesn't ask me about the $2 Tuesday, which produces this chain reaction of events where the girl who works there hears me say, if you like $2 Tuesdays, you're going to love $1 Thursdays, blah, 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 blah. And man, I just left there in even higher emotion than I was already high vibrational when I went in. Now it tried to dip, but I caught myself and raised it right back up. And guess what? I end up leaving with a smile on my face. I got some nice cupcakes. I'm about to go home, get me a nice hot cup of coffee, go in on this cupcake, and then I got the knowledge because, yo, listen, like I said, I don't eat a lot of sweets anymore, but one of the things I do crave when I crave something sweet is a chocolate chip cookie. And as somebody who doesn't eat sweets a lot, I can go there on a Thursday and buy me a dozen of them, and they'll last me probably 3 weeks. Like, real talk. They'll probably last me about 3 weeks because I don't eat them that much. But when I want one, I want a good one. And I don't like the commercial store-bought stuff that's in a box anymore because they put so many preservatives. So I prefer to go to a bakery because a bakery is going to pretty much bake it the way you bake it at home. And I don't feel like baking no chocolate chip cookies. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm more of a cook. Like, you know, I like to cook dishes. I don't really do the pastries or whatever. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that testimonial with you guys. And listen, one of the things I want to leave y'all with this, okay? A call to action, if you will. If you have a story of how you found yourself dipping into a low vibrational state and you noticed it, you were aware of it, and you caught yourself and immediately shifted and you saw results, and you would like me to share that story on one of my live videos, I want you to email me. Send me an email. Click the link in the description box. That'll be my email. Guys, send me an email. Send me an email and share that story, and I'll be happy to share that story on the next live. Because why? One of the things that y'all hear me on this channel a lot, now that I understand what religion is and I understand how the Bible, the scriptures were taken out of context and refashioned into the doctrine of control, it still does not mean that I've forgotten the lessons that I grew up with. And so one of the things that I thought was the coolest thing about the church and the churches that I went to as a kid was before the pastor got up to do his thing and before, they perhaps had a choir selection or something like that, usually small choirs or whatever, because these were usually small churches. But anyway, they would have something called testimonial service, where if anybody wanted to stand up and testify, meaning they wanted to tell somebody about something that God did in their life that was good for them, that was the coolest thing. Why? Because when people testified, it let other people hear, hey man, this is a win that somebody else got. I can get a win like that too? If this person is winning, I can win. We need to share more stories of people being victorious. Why? Because the media is always pushing stories of defeat, stories of sadness, low vibrational stuff that keep you in low vibrational energy when you consume it, which is why I don't consume mainstream media anymore. So I want to be intentional about sharing positive stories where people caught themselves in low vibrational energy and immediately noticed it, shifted it, and what type of result they got from shifting their low vibrational energy. Because it's time to turn it around, y'all. We're in the midst of a cosmic spring. When I'm talking cosmic spring, I'm not talking about an earth spring where it's spring in the northern hemisphere and fall in the southern hemisphere. I'm talking about the entire cosmos. It's flipping, y'all. The sun is coming out again. The sun is shining again in a dark world. But it doesn't mean that we sit there and don't help the universe co-create. We co-create by helping to raise the vibrational frequency of the planet. So let's do our part. If you got a story of something, again, where you found yourself dipping into low vibrational energy and you caught yourself, you said, nah, we're not going to do that. I'm going to shift my energy. And you caught it and shifted yourself and shifted into a higher, more positive mindset. You changed your mindset to something more positive, like the example I gave you guys, where instead of me being disappointed because this lady's taking too long, I immediately shifted and said, she was here before me. She can stay there all day. I don't care. I'll wait. I don't have nothing to do. And the change I got, the atmospheric shift that produced, if you got a story similar, please share it. Send it to me. Send me an email, a short email. Don't send me a book, please, because I don't have that kind of time. And I'm going to write it myself, okay? I might end up editing, so I don't want to edit nobody, all right? So anyway, send me a short email sharing your story, and I'll be happy. If I get a lot of them, then I'll get my team to help me go through those, and we'll pick maybe 3 or 4 of them, and I'll read those. I'll share those stories on my next live video as a way to testify, okay? And I'm going to do a community post probably later today or maybe tomorrow, pointing you guys to this video and telling you to, hey, share your positive stories. Share stories of where you were in low vibrational energy and you shifted. Why? Because like my old church services, when people stood up and testified, it gave the people listening hope. And it also gave them, it created this chain reaction of positivity where people wanted to go out and they wanted something to happen for them so that they could testify in the next church service. That's how that worked, okay? That's what church used to be for me growing up. I don't know what this motivational speaking conference tours and stage performances, I don't know what this is anymore, man. And listen, if I fell asleep back in the 1970s or 80s and woke up to this, I wouldn't even know where I was, all right? So anyway, I ain't knocking nobody. If you're going to church and it's keeping you high vibrational, keep doing it. I'm on something different now. I'm on a different path. But anyway, so yeah, share your stories, man. Let's testify. Let's bring that old thing back. Testify. If you got something that you want to share, testify. Email me, and I'll share that story on my next live. I'll share it on my next live. Why? Because it's going to help somebody else hear and say, you know what, man? If they got that type of result from shifting their energy, from being aware that they were in a low vibrational state and shifting it, and they got that immediate results, then I want it too. I want it too. So I'm looking forward to you guys sharing your story. I already know I'm going to get 1 or 2. I already know because some of you guys are diligent about that. So share it. I'm going to do it on my next live this weekend. And y'all know I don't like to say whether I'm going to go live Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, because sometimes things come up and I don't get to do them. But I do like to try to go live every weekend. And when I miss it on the weekend, I usually try to get it on a Monday. So this weekend, any live videos I do, I'm going to be sharing you guys' testimonies of something that happened for you as a result of shifting your vibrational emotion. The emotion, the energy. When you are in an emotion, you emit energy that is felt. Bet nobody ever told you that, but it's true. It's true. Let somebody come into a room that is pretty bland and have high vibrational energy, and look at the light it sheds into it spreads into the room. It gets people upbeat. On the flip side, let people be upbeat in the room, and then somebody come in low vibrational energy, and look at how the temperature changes in the room that quickly. We have the power to shift our energy and be intentional about it. So let's be intentional about being high vibrational and share those stories. That's all I got for y'all today, family. Listen, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and you like being entertained, educated, motivated, uplifted, inspired, hit that subscribe button and make sure you have your notification bell set to all so that you'll be notified when I upload new content. Last but not least, I'm an award-winning author, and there are links to the books that I've published in the description box below. You can click those links to read brief synopses and get hooked, because you're going to want to read the whole story when you read the synopsis, all right? And last but not least, y'all, I know I said last but not least already, but last but not least. Tell somebody you love them and mean it. How do you mean it? You have to show it. Love is a verb. It is a noun as well, but when we focus on the verb, the noun always takes care of itself. I love you guys. Peace.